Hey there, fellow aviators. Welcome to my YouTube channel. Did you know that every plane needs a run-up sequence? Some of those actions are done while engines are still off, others with engines on and even airplane rolling. So my favorite trainer aircraft from the Twin Oaks school is a light sport RV12 IS. It has a Rotax injection, fully digitally controlled engine. And here are the few, well, actually all of the taxi checks and the run-up checks that that a plane has to complete before the flight.
75 Alpha, firing to nursery on the 45 for left downwind, landing 02, Twin Oaks.
So as we taxi, this is step number one. We make sure that the gauges are functional, the HSI is moving left and right, the ball is in the middle and is moving, artificial horizon is stable and as expected, altitude is set to the field elevation, next airspeed is not showing anything, is 0, and all the gauges are in the green, oil pressure, oil temperature, coolant temperature is rising. This is important to complete as I roll, so I can see gauges perform properly. At the same time, on my second screen, I would check all other gauges, fuel quantity, flow, pressure, electricals, all other gauges as well. And now there is time for a run-up check. The run-up check, I did taxi and check the gauges as I was doing that. I did not want to remove ESP for this flight, and I've been taxiing less than 2,000 RPM until oil got warm. Now, before takeoff, a run-up, brakes, hold, flight controls. I'm verifying flight controls are free and correct.
20 clear traffic.
Check.
45 Foxtrot, final runway 220.
Flight instruments, set the field elevation. I have my traffic map, gauges are green. I don't have any cross-country flight plans, so that's all I need. Check, fuel shutoff valve, it is on. Trim and flaps set for takeoff. I'm checking the trim and confirming the flaps are up. Flaps are raised all the way. And they are moving as expected. Trim is set, done. Canopy latched closed, check. Minimum oil temperature, we are at 158, that's a check. Control stick full aft. Now I'm verifying full throttle. I am expecting about 5,300 RPM. And here we go, 5,310 RPM. I can even see some airspeed alive, that's good. Now next, throttle down to 4,000 RPM. And that's for ignition check. Ignition check on this plane, 2 lanes. I'm turning off 1 lane, observing few instruments come offline, and I had a very small engine RPM drop. The light is on, lane goes back on, instruments back online, slight RPM increase, the fault light clears. Lane B, slight RPM drop, 3 gauges offline, the fault light is illuminated. Lane back on, gauges came back to life, slight RPM increase and fault light clears, done. Now I'm checking the fuel pressure flow. There are 2 pumps on this airplane for redundancy. I can see the oil, the fuel pressure at 47 here. And what I do is I turn off 1 pump. I see the fuel pressure slightly drops, but stable. Now I turn it back on, the fuel pressure is back to normal. Fuel pump 2 off, slight drop, stable. Fuel pump 1 is okay. Fuel pump 2 is back on. Good. The last point here is the fuses. I checked that none are illuminated. They would have a light on if there would be a problem. Seat belts check and takeoff briefing and abort plan. I am done with the run-up.
And with the plane fully ready, we are off to the skies. Check back for more useful videos and definitely for the ground school lessons that I am building up on my YouTube channel. Thanks a lot, and I'll see you in the skies.